Hello. Hi, everyone. Just stopping in for a few minutes to say Merry Christmas and hello. Checking in on everyone on this Christmas Eve. See how everyone is doing. Just messaging my daughter back while I'm waiting to see if I got anyone here. Let's see. I don't know if I'm actually even online. It's not showing up on my end. So let's just see. Someone's watching somewhere. So I just need someone to tell me where I am. Am I on YouTube? Am I on Facebook? Someone let me know. Hello, Ellie. Oh, Ellie, I just seen what you did. Thank you so much, you beautiful lady. You get notifications for both? Oh, good. A lot of people are not getting notifications. Hi, Candace. And Valerie, hello, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Ellie and Candace. I just thought I would stop in for a few minutes. I'll tell you about my crazy week as well. You're on Facebook. Okay, yeah. I can see now I'm on both, so that's good. And so now I can bring it up on my Facebook because then I can actually see. Then I can actually see things. Okay. Ah, I had to plug my phone in. Um, I had to plug my phone in so I could actually run off my phone, but it only had like 2% left on it. So I'm stretching everything out here, surrounded by things. So I wanted to stop in and just check in, see how everyone's doing on this Christmas Eve. I don't know how many of you are like me and you're actually alone for Christmas. Um, I'm actually alone for Christmas, and this is my second Christmas spending alone. And and my husband is working. So, there's so many people out there that actually, have no one. There's people out there that have absolutely no one. They have no family, they have nothing. My family is spread out, so my family's in Newfoundland. But my extended family is in Slave Lake, so it's like the distance in between. And I'm here, and I was invited to my friends for Christmas, but we've had so many major difficulties happening at our house, at our house over the past few days that I don't want a chance going anywhere. And so, yeah, it's like I like to check in and just see how everyone is. And in the last few years, I've really been paying attention to that with people is not everyone is, well, especially since I've been doing this work full time. When I was in the salon, I used to get to talk to a lot of people before Christmas one on one. And now I don't get to talk to people the same way when I'm like face to face, one on one. But through this work is that I know a lot of people hurt at Christmas time. Grief is a big one. A lot of grief at Christmas time and around Christmas time. A lot of changes happen in their lives, and so I always like to do a check in whenever I can and just see how people, how we're holding up, and what you're doing to kind of nurture yourself during these holidays. It's so important to nurture yourself. It's so important to nurture your needs, give yourself permission to have your emotions and have those emotional moments. And I had a major breakdown this morning myself. Everything that could kind of happen around here was happening. And I woke up this morning and I couldn't get my car out of the garage, my SUV out of the garage. And because we've had a major, major power issue happening here in the last few days. And we're just very fortunate that our house didn't burn down and that we still have a home. Um, but when I couldn't get the vehicle out, I felt panicked. I felt restricted. I couldn't go anywhere, and if anything were to happen, I had no way to pack up my animals. I had no way to get out of here, and I felt the vulnerability of life and how vulnerable we are sometimes and how we can feel that vulnerability. And so this morning was one of those moments for me, and I just had to come back into the house and I had to take some big breaths and I sat down and I went back to my painting. I'll just show you across the room here if you can see it. I don't know if we can. I got a light put here. Over there, I'm painting a picture, and uh, and that's been my kind of saving grace through this holiday stuff. So Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas to everyone who's joining in. I can't believe I got so many of you here on Facebook on Christmas Eve. How many of you are alone? How many of you don't have anyone with you on Christmas Eve? How many of you are probably going somewhere in the morning, but tonight you're home alone or you're in different areas than your family? It's like I know I'm not the only one. And so I always just so like to take those moments and just check in with everyone and see how everyone is doing. Oh, you got your mom with you, Danielle? I'll give her a big hug from me. Big hug, Shelly. Um, I wish you ladies were here. Aw. You and the cat, Ellie? So you're home with your cat. You and your cat. Well, I'm here with my three cats and my dog. I just had a while I was waiting for people to join him, had my daughter messaging me and she's going, I love you, Mom. I'm like, oh, I love you so much, baby girl. And my two granddaughters are sick. Um, and so yeah, um, and my husband's working. So it's me and all of you tonight. I'm here hanging out with you guys. Joining from Vancouver with my dog. Oh, Jaden, you're not home with your family this Christmas? Aw, in Vancouver. Aw. Merry Christmas, Carla. Merry Christmas, everyone who's joining in, who's watching. Um, and so yeah, this alone thing sucks. So let me tell you my experience. Let me tell you what happened to me this week. We've had some crazy energies all week, and we got some big Capricorn energy coming in. And one up thing I can tell you is that I'm in the process, and so because I'm alone for Christmas, is tomorrow I'll get more recorded. I'll have more recorded tomorrow, but I have two already done. Every year I put out the yearly energy updates. Last year I didn't put them on YouTube. They were only available through purchase through the Academy last year. This year I decided they'll probably go back into the packages that we have on the Academy, but this year I'm putting them back on YouTube. So the yearly message that I give, the yearly energy update, energy forecast for each zodiac sign is going to be back on YouTube. And I'm recording them right now. So I have recorded Aries and I've recorded Taurus. So tomorrow I'm going to record a few more. I couldn't record anything today because we had major power surges. We had a line go down outside of our house, like a line break in the main power line, and we didn't know it. And we were getting all of these. We had no, I guess it was like what controls the amount of electricity coming in out of your house. Well, that wire broke and out on the main line. And so our house was like getting all of these surges and energy was being sucked out, like the electricity was being sucked out, so we were losing power. The transformer went in our boiler, so we had no heat. We have all radiant in-floor heating, so it doesn't run without electricity. So last Saturday night we had no power. We had no heat until Sunday. And then since then I have been living on unlimited 2, occasionally turning on my computer in my office downstairs to work and running it off my phone because I couldn't turn on the Wi-Fi in the house, down to like one little light at nighttime, kind of creeping around the house, not being able to turn on the dishwasher. My water pump went down. So since yesterday, then I had no water until today. And today we discovered that this wire was outside, was broke. And they're like, You are so lucky. Like, we are so fortunate that our house didn't burn down. It's by the grace of God, I guess. It's protection. I don't know, but we are so very fortunate. But I couldn't get my vehicle. I was, yes, panicking because I thought if anything goes wrong, I need to be able to get my vehicle out and move my vehicle and be able to have a vehicle to get out of here. And I couldn't get it out the garage. The garage door thing was broken. The spring for putting it up and down, like in emergencies, wasn't working. So we couldn't get the vehicle in and out. And my husband was working. And so I've been dealing with all of this all week, not sleeping because I have not been able to go to bed and rest properly because not knowing if something would happen in the middle of the night. It's been like absolutely crazy. So today we had to call in an emergency call. The electrical company came out and they had to fix the line outside of our house. And so finally we have everything working in our house. It has been the most hectic of days, and I could feel the day today being the alone, the stress, the everything kind of compounded today. And I felt myself having a very human moment, and every bit of spirituality, every bit of spiritual tools, coaching tools, everything that I had gone out the window like for a few moments. I'm like, and then a snowstorm hit, and so and it's just been like, it's been crazy. So that has been our week here. I don't know what your week has been like in this energy. So I'm hoping this energy is going to make some big shifts and some big turnarounds now. Roads were no good. All I mean, my dog's too big to fly. Yes, because then you'd have to put him underneath, right? Yeah. Oh, Christmas in Vancouver probably is quite beautiful as well, Jaden, I have to say. Your husband is working too, Carla? Well, Carla, I could have come got you a few days ago. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas, Evelyn and Paula. So, yeah, so that's been our week, and that's been the energy of the week. And so I have not been able to really be in my lives, making little videos here and there, but I am recording the 2026 energy forecast. Those are going to be coming out. So be watching for those over the next few days. And then I'll also record like the whole year one. They take me some time. It takes time to do these. So I've got two done. Aries and Taurus are recorded. Aries, the quality is not good because that's when I was getting some surge, but not realizing it. So, but I'm going to post it anyway. I'm not redoing it. So, yeah. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, so vulnerably human. Yeah, I reached out today and asked for a prayer from Lisa, and I reached out to one of my sister-in-laws, and I just had my little mental breakdown with her on what was happening and what was going on, and so yeah, I know it's nothing compared to what some other people are going through this Christmas, but in the moment when you're left dealing with everything on your own and you can't fix it, and first week, not knowing, and then discovering that it's actually like from somehow coming from the transformer outside, it's a bit of a relief, but then it was a bit of a holy crap, what could have happened, what could have unfolded. Luckily it didn't, and so here we are tonight. Um, here we are tonight. Oh no, Evelyn. No way. I lost my brother 10 days ago, so it's a different. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yes, exactly. It's a very, very different Christmas, right? It changes everything. So I just had this conversation with a lady a few days ago, and her brother had passed away a few years ago, and same thing. I said, these of all of my experience in this work and all of my own personal experience in different areas of loss and stuff in our lives is that you know it doesn't just change things for a season, it doesn't change things for a year, it changes everything for the rest of your life, right? Nothing ever goes back to the way things were, and so it's always that change. And during all of this time that I spend with people and the years that I spend working with people, because rarely do I work with people a one time only or I'm in contact with them. I know them through Facebook or whatever, but is the miracles that I see unfold as their lives go forward, as as they move through their grief, and as grief is, continually there. As they move through their grief, I get to also experience and see some of the joys that come in, and it helps with the grief, right? Over time, the experiences that bring joy to your heart helps to also kind of, it's a bit of a rest period in the grief story, and it helps to get through the grief. And sometimes it takes a long time to experience those again. And so recently, one of my dear friends has recently just had one of those miracle moments happen in her life, and to be able to celebrate that with people, my I had tears in my eyes when I heard the heard the good news, when I got to be a part of that experience, that through everything that they have been through, that they also that they also got to have that joy moment again, to experience this, and that their Christmas is a little bit different in another way this year. And so in another way, it's another moment, right? That's coming in. Evelyn, oh, miracle is that my brother isn't suffering anymore. Yes, right? Yeah, so you don't want to see him suffering. Yeah. Aw. Aw, MJ, you too? Okay, MJ. I guess I don't know what your husband works. I don't know what schedule he works, if he's working all night, but the whistle stop, truck stop, the truck stop, the whistle stop has, I think, a turkey dinner at 5 o'clock tomorrow. At 5 o'clock tomorrow, there's a turkey dinner, and it's by donation. And then they are playing Charlie Brown Christmas in the parking lot on their big outdoor screen. So um, I'm literally considering going over and going to the whistle stop turkey dinner. So MJ, if your husband's working and you want to go to the whistle stop and then go watch a movie, let me know. I'm not that far away from you. I can't leave my house for long periods of time, so I couldn't go over to my friend's house for Christmas because we're still watching everything here. But yeah, okay. Merry Christmas, everyone. I just seen something long here. Let me see what I seen. You got this. Have a glass of wine. Okay, Rose. So this is why I'm not doing readings, because I did just pour myself a glass of wine, and I will not do readings when I pour a glass of wine. So I just poured it. I haven't drank anything out of it. I did just pour the glass of wine, and I laid it right there, but I haven't drank out of it. Uh, but I did put it there. Uh, and then I decided to go live. He should have been home hours ago. Aw, he's late working. I had the Fortis guy, the electrician, the electrical guy that works with Fortis. Poor guy was out working outside here today. Um, and my friends, my new friends that I've met, who own a greenhouse around here over by Denelda area. Um, they they have been the lifesavers for me with all the issues we've having in the house. Her husband, Beth and Roy, her husband Roy, that man has troubleshooted, and he found that the transformer was gone in our boiler. He found the big problem outside of our house. He's the one who's seen the wire that was broken outside, the line that was broken in the power lines outside of our house. Like, it's just been so, small towns are so good. Oh, Rose, you're an empty nester? Oh, yes. Already made a razzle dazzle pie, potatoes. and a pineapple cherry glazed ham is in the oh, wow. Look at you go, Rose. Wow. Little communities are the absolute best. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna be doing. So tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, I don't know what time, but sometime tomorrow during Christmas Day, I am going to be coming in. I will post it so everyone got a little bit of heads up that I'm coming in. Um, I am going to be coming in and I'm going to be doing live readings. It'll be a Christmas Day. It'll be a Christmas Day thing. I'll also slowly start posting those energy updates on Facebook that I for 2026 that I've got posts that I've got coming up. We are going to be moving into some new energy, just so you know. So coming into like the end of December, coming into January, we're in Capricorn season. We just had winter solstice, we just had the new moon, and now going into into early parts of January, it is like lots of Capricorn energy. So it's kind of some rooted, grounded, like practical kind of energy for a period of time. And then a lot of January has a lot of like end of January going into February and a lot of 2026. We have a lot of Aries energy. We have we have Saturn going into Aries. So for all of you who are Pisces, who's had Saturn in Pisces for like the past couple years, yay you! It is leaving, but now it's coming into Aries, and I'm an Aries. And then we have Neptune that's going to be going into Aries, and that's going to be there for a long period of time. We have some big transitions. Like we have, I think it's Jupiter's in Cancer, but there's like this big cluster of Capricorn going to be in the early part of the year. So we do have some shifts and changes that are happening that are going to be coming through. Now we have our Lunar New Year coming up in February. And so we've been in the year of the snake this year. And now we're going to be going into, and it's been a 9 year. So it's the end of the 9 year cycles. We're beginning a new cycle. But we've got energy coming in that we have not seen in our lifetime. So it's foreign energy. We haven't been here before. But we have a lot of fire and we have a lot of air. And we also have the North Node going into Aquarius. And so there's a lot of good shifts and changes also coming up. A lot of big changes. And so for my Aquarius, I believe I haven't even got it. I don't have your 2026 recorded yet, but from what I'm getting, there's this overwhelming sense that this is going to bring like 2026 and 2027. It's going to bring in some really big shining moments. Like you're being seen again. It's like you're not being forgotten. You're being seen again. And so that feels like that's coming up as well. And I've just been like putting together a lot of little things, but 2026 is also going to be the year of the horse. Now, one of the lunar signs that is not a friend with the horse, just saying, is the year of the rat. So the year of the rat is not a friend. So it's either friend, enemy, or neutral in whatever sign is in. And so the year of the rat is, if you're born the year of the rat, is not that you get bad luck. It means that you have to really pre-plan out 2026. You're dodging around, right? Right? You'll take that. Yes, Lisa. As an Aquarius, take it. I'm a North Node in Aquarius. And so there's it's just, but that's one of the signs. But we are the fire horse. So we also have a lot of like really big, like innovative energy. If you're an Aries, you're going to see some real shifts in your energy this year, especially with that Neptune coming out of Pisces as well and going into Aries, Saturn coming out of Pisces and going into Aries. They finished that. It is going into the 0 degrees of it. Like we're having some 0 degree in Aries things happening. Like it's whole new beginnings and big changes. And so you may make some of your big life changes. I'm a rat. Oh dear. I said, Lisa, though, it don't mean it's bad luck. It just means pre-plan. Like you can be a bit spontaneous, but kind of got to dodge a little bit. Like it's like you may think that you're going to just like shoot straight across, but you may have to go right or left. Like you may have to kind of turn a little bit. And so it's not that it's not a good year. It's just a year of where, you know, don't let yourself be kind of, don't let anyone else trick you. Don't let anyone else kind of talk you into, you know, it's like the used salesman on the corner, like it's selling the cars. Like, don't let your, you know, when it's like, you can trust me. I'm going to sell you the best car. But that person is there just to sell the car. They're just there to sell the car, and that's why they're there, is to sell the car. They're not there to care about you or care about, but they make it appear like they're caring about you. That's the shit you got to be careful of. That's the stuff you got to be aware of coming into this year. And then other than that, you know, it's like I feel like it can really turn things around, but it's going to bring some changes. Um, and Taurus, I think what I recorded for Taurus in when I recorded Taurus yesterday was being aware of like throat, the throat area, the energy center of the throat area. So shoulders, neck, throat, jaw, ears, like those type of thing. And I think for Aries, it was like around the heart. Can't fully remember now. I don't know because I don't know what's in them. I never know what's fully in those readings because I don't pre-plan those readings. They're just flying out there. And so yeah, so that's some of the energies we have happening and coming up. And so we do have light coming back in. So, you know, it's 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So like today, tomorrow, like we're coming back into more light in our day. Our days are going to begin to getting longer now. And so we're into the winter solstice. We're into the winter season, but we're also very much into where light begins to come back. And so our days begin to get longer again. And so um, that's an optimistic thing. The new moon brought in some real optimism, and so remember, we have the year of the snake until February, though. Like the year changes on our new year, the year of the snake, but the astrological new year, that ain't changing until April or till the end of 21st of March. So we don't have the astrology new year until we go into Aries, because that is in the first house. Pisces is in the 12th house. Aries is in the first house. So the astrological new year is not actually till we go into Aries, till Aries begins. So there's several new years. There's our new year that we celebrate just because we created it. And then we have the Lunar New Year, which is the Chinese astrology New Year. And then we have the Western astrology New Year, the astrological New Year, and that begins in Aries. And so yes, so we have several things that are taking place. Did I see who's making potatoes? Who's doing potatoes? Wendy. I cooked scalloped potatoes today to uh, go with the ham. Roasting tomorrow after opening presents with the grandbabies. All house smells and yum. I would take a glazed ham over turkey any day. Like I don't know, glazed ham is just so amazing, right? It's like I would give up turkey for glazed ham or steak, of course. I love steak. Just saying. Just saying. I do have an invitation at another friend's house as well, Anne, another friend of mine. She invited me over, but it's been a big snowstorm happening here, so we've had a lot of snow happening. And I was said to my husband, I'm like, guess what? I have hung out with all men today. Like I've had our friend Roy here working at the house and his son, and they came and had tea and hot chocolate. And then the electrical man, he came to fix the wiring. And then I went down to the shop where the old guys have coffee here in town. I went down and had tea with those guys and hung out with the two old guys, the two gentlemen down there, and told them all about what was happening. So I've been hanging with all men. So, but I am cooking breakfast for myself in the morning. So how many people who are alone are actually making yourself a meal, like cooking something for yourself. Like, I'm definitely getting up and I have fresh bacon that I got at the butcher shop, and I've got fresh farm eggs, and I've got sourdough bread, and I'm having that's what I'm having. I'm having ham, I'm having bacon, same thing, all from the same place. I'm having bacon and farm eggs and sourdough bread. Homebody, especially during winter. Yeah, hey, yeah, I'm a bit of a homebody. Steak, right? Yeah, yeah, me too. Yeah, I love it. Um, And so, yes, emotions, emotions, emotions. If you are someone who, is feeling the big emotions, I say my cat has big emotions. That's what I call it because she can be feisty. And I say she just has big emotions. She's very expressive. She expresses her emotions. So if you're someone who's having those emotions, never feel like you shouldn't have those emotions. But the other thing, here's the other thing. If you have a crowd coming for Christmas, if you have like a family dinner, and if you're someone who fantasizes like you go all out at Christmas and you put down your fancy plates and your fancy forks and you want to decorate the table a certain way. One thing you have to remember so that you never disappoint yourself is in the reality check to yourself, in the fantasy of the Christmas that you're creating in your head that you think you're going to have, that's like the hallmark Christmas. Remember this: the same people who are in your everyday life are the same people coming for Christmas. So when you create the fantasy of expecting your family to show up different than they are every day, that's what causes the frustration and the anger because you're disappointed. You've built up all of these expectations, all of these assumptions to that people are going to change because it's Christmas or Christmas Day, and because you've created the narrative and the story in your mind of what you think Christmas should be and how you think it should be. Well, maybe Uncle Joe who drinks too much is still coming. Maybe the very politically incorrect, aunt is coming. The one who got no filters. If she got no filters before Christmas and she says whatever comes over her lips, that's the same auntie coming for Christmas. The same one come and eat dinner. She didn't change because we're having Christmas dinner. You got to remember, you're getting the same people that are in your everyday life. And if they're in your everyday life and you can tolerate them and you know that you invite them every year, is you got to just really accept that you're getting the same people, because it's those expectations that we build up around us that we're going to get someone different or something is going to be different because we've taken out the fancy dishes. No, you're getting the same craziness. So your same crazy family is the same crazy families coming. It's not like Walt Disney. You're not getting like the magic little fairy coming in with the little wand and tapping them all on the head, and all of a sudden you're getting well-behaved family or politically correct family or anything like that. That's not happening ever. You're getting the same family. And so it's always remember that. Like those, or that your children are going to wake up and be the same children that went to bed. They're going to be the same way. They're going to behave the same way. They're going to open their presents the same way. They're going to be happy for a few minutes maybe, and then they're going to be back to the same old thing. It's a day. And so yesterday, a yesterday my friend said to me, or the day before, I went over to their house to thank them for their help, and I went over and had tea. And then so the next day I called her, texted her, and I said, "You're not going to believe this, but I need to, I need to borrow your husband again. I need your husband's help again." And I said, and she said, "Well, if he can't come today, he'll come on Christmas Eve." And I said, "Oh my goodness, no, he can't come on Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve, and it's Christmas." And she said, "Christmas is a season and not a day." So remember that Christmas is not Christmas is not a day. Everyone builds up the hype to a Christmas day, and then it's like everything is now over because Christmas Day is now over. No, it's not. Christmas is a season, and Christmas goes on until like after New Year's. But we rush into this day, And then we build this hype, and then we're ripping down trees right after Christmas now because, oh, Christmas is over, got to clean my house and get back. And then it makes it kind of uninviting because then it's like, well, now it's just every day. Christmas is now over, but it's not over. Christmas is not a day, Christmas is a season. And that anticipation that we got to squeeze everything into that one day, or that kids got to open up every present in a rush because I want to clean up the paper. That's what we've become in society. And you know what? You can spend all day. You can open some presents today and open them next day. Like we don't really do Christmas presents, but when my husband often comes home, he'll often come home with like things from the gas stations on his journey. And when I look, there's stuff in my stocking, but it's days after Christmas. But I get like I get like gift cards and things he finds in like different kinds of gas stations along the way, gifts and lotto tickets, and that and he stuffs it all down in the stocking. And then we often just buy ourselves something big. This year we fixed a furnace and electrical stuff. Um, but it's those but it's really looking at it as a season and really taking a breather and stepping back and just saying to, it's not everything is meant to be on the Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. Spread it out. It's okay to still celebrate. It's okay to invite people over and have a Christmas gathering on the 28th, on the 29th, the 30th. Why not? Why not have those extra days and really let yourself sit in the season and lose those expectations of what you expect, that you're getting people different. You know who you got for your family. You know what they're like. You've had them forever. And so it's like it's that level of it's self it's like really self-sabotage. It's setting yourself it's self-prophecy. It's self-prophecy. You're setting yourself up for disappointment because it's the self-prophecy of every year this is what's going to happen, but yet I'm going to keep planning for something different instead of saying, you know what? This is Christmas. This is how it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to look like, but everyone is coming, or we're going to have Christmas on this day, and we're going to have Christmas on that day, and we're going to visit here, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And whatever happens, happens, whatever unfolds, just like my unexpected week, right? Like you don't know. Just let it be and let yourself be able to enjoy the season and not be so caught up in the day. Because you know what? Christmas is a short season. And then we've got that long period of time until we reach spring. And so why do we rush this when we have to spend so much long ass time in winter? Winter's freaking long. And so why rush it? Embrace the actual season. And so, yeah, if I could share that, she shared that with me yesterday, and I felt like my heart bloomed open. So I'm just happy that I can share that with you today as well. Hi, Kimberly. Yeah, just sitting here chatting. I have local bacon and eggs for tomorrow as well. Back in BC and enjoying the quiet Christmas as well. No snow, just rain, but the same. Have to admit, I'm missing Newfoundland at this time. Glad all worked out with the electricity. Oh, thank you. And yes, and I thought I seen that you were back in BC and not in Newfoundland again. But I guess that's the joy. You could go back and forth. You could go back and forth, right? Right, Evelyn? It is good advice. It is good advice. And then also, I have a video, I think it's on YouTube, but it's also free in the Academy, and it's Nurturing Yourself During the Christmas Season. That is free, and it's I think Lisa took it from from our Academy, and she moved it over into YouTube also. But there's also a free course in the More Than Existing Academy. It's one of my older courses, and it's Connecting with the Angels. It's a recorded class. It is one of my older ones. It's from the archives. I have lots of archive stuff, and so you can go check that one out as well. And you can go listen to that one. That one's free. But Caring for Yourself for Christmas. The December Energy Update is out. If you're in the Slave Lake area, come see us on January the 26th. It's a Saturday. We're doing the Women's Winter Wellness event, and we are downsizing it this year to 60 people. That's the maximum tickets we're selling. and we're having it at the Slave Lake Inn and Conference Center. We have 8 presenters. We're not having all the vendor stuff this year, but we're having 8 speakers, pretty much speaking like back to back with some breaks in between. But we're serving breakfast. We're serving like a continental light breakfast. We're serving lunch, some snacks in between. But we have some amazing speakers. There's a group page. You can go check out the group page. So we're doing like little mini workshops type of thing, having just conversations. Like, it's going to be incredible. And it's at the Slave Lake Inn, but it's Women's Winter Wellness. And you can get the tickets on Eventbrite, or you can contact myself, or if you're in Slave Lake, contact Joy McGregor or Tracy Leggett to get, if you want to pay by e-transfer. But you can get the tickets on Eventbrite as well. Come check us out. And so, yeah, so that's in Jan. Not 26, not 26. No, thank you, Sherry. Thank God for Sherry. Sherry always got my back. It is January the 24th. It's a Saturday. January the 24th. See, Rose, this gives you an opportunity to come sit down with me. Right? Yeah. All right. So I'm going to be doing a live sometime tomorrow. Don't know what time. I can't give you a time. But I will post it prior to, and I'll do the at everyone so everyone can see. And I will post it, and I'll come in and I'm going to do some live readings. So I'll do some live readings with people, pull some names, and we'll pull some cards, and we'll see what we get. Tonight I'm just too tired, too exhausted. It's been a stressful week. My body is just de-stressing and just unpacking all of what I have experienced this week, and kind of having that let go. But MJ, if your husband's not home, let me know. And so, yeah, for all of you that are out there alone, know that there's many of us that are sending you love, and that I'm thinking of you all, and that you're not the only one alone. If it's a beautiful morning, go for a walk through the snow. Jaden, go walk in Vancouver, take your dog out, breathe into the day, get on FaceTime with your family, make them prop you up while they're opening gifts, whatever it may be. My granddaughters will be calling me about 3 a.m. Here, my time, because it'll be early there. So whenever they wake up, they will be calling me. So my phone will be up on high, and I will be having to get up. And you all have a very merry, merry, merry Christmas. And I hope that I can see some of you tomorrow. I will try to do this a little bit later tomorrow, so that people got time to have their dinners and their turkey dinners and things as well. I won't do it so it won't be early morning when people are opening their presents. I'll do it more in the evening. Different time zones. I'll try to work around time zones as well. So thank you all for stopping in, and wish I could be there. Being unemployed definitely has its downside. Yeah, Wendy, it sure does, right? And so, yes, I get it, Wendy. All right. Big breath, right? Swig of wine. Yeah. I'm going to go have a swig of wine. That's what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to have a swig of wine and a hot bath, and I'm going to bed. And yeah, and we'll start fresh tomorrow. But I'll let you all know when I'm coming in. I'll try to work around schedules. Have a very Merry Christmas. Good night, everyone. I send you all of my love and my thank you and gratitude for all the love and support that you have given me throughout the year. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. Much, much love. And yeah, thank you from all of my people that are all over the world who are joining in. Send you all so much love. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.